Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. Today is a better day for me in the form of my physical body, that is, and healing, that is. So, per my other video a couple of days ago, I am healing myself. I am healing myself. I am in the process of becoming my highest self. But that's not what this video is about. If I end up coughing, I am going to do my best to pause when I need to. But you know how it goes sometimes. It doesn't work out that way. So forgive me if I do end up having a coughing fit throughout this video or losing my voice. So today I wanted to kind of talk about a lot of things here. But today is the 10th. Gosh, I think it is. Today is the 10th, yes. The new moon is approaching tomorrow. Both moon and sun is going to be in Aquarius. Tomorrow is kind of like that peak moment of the 6 planets in the sky. The 6 planets aligning in the same sign of Aquarius. Excuse me. And this is a major connection point in a lot of people's lives here. And connecting. You know, when we think in terms of connecting, a point must connect, or a line must connect to a point, and another line must connect to another point. Now, if you are doing like I am right now, I am envisioning the areas of my Merkaba. I am envisioning it. I am connecting this. I'm connecting this point to this point, a total of 12 points. And the center being my high heart, the 13th connection. And I know I've made a video about this a while back, about us working through the high heart, the 13th connection. So the number 13 has been appearing in my awareness again for a few days, or a week prior to me making this, maybe 2 weeks now prior to me making this video. I don't know. And the number 13 was spoken to me as I was, creating stillness and receiving, along with the phrase. And I haven't had time to process a lot of what I have been receiving lately. I think in my the video about the recent upgrades that I made a couple of days ago, I mentioned that I had a brief period of silence. Where, I wasn't receiving anything. And I go through those phases a lot. And I know it's the times of when Source in my higher self is saying, is this what you really want, Christy? Is this what you really want? Then I need you to come. Keep walking. Keep coming this way. Have patience. And it will be yours. So for like 3 days, silence. And then I receive. After being patient And so I haven't had a chance, as a result of the upgrades coming in by Saturday night, to and what I am experiencing now, to really reflect on what I received. And it's hitting me now. Like a ton of bricks, it's hitting me. Before I begin and continue here, I want to express to you, or let you know, how I have been really feeling sinus pressure, headaches coming, going, dizziness associated with both of those. It began with a sore throat and went away by the next morning. And I was a little bit nauseous here and there. Began coughing fits here and there. So everything that is usual when you hear the word cold. Nothing out of the ordinary, no fevers, nothing like that. But yesterday, I guess because I was feeling, nauseous, and I really wanted this to kind of push on. I wanted this to just be gone. I have a lot to do. I have commitments. I have things that I want to get done. I have people that I want to love. And I remembered a message that I had received a while back, or recently, in relationship to asking for help. Sorry, guys. So I did that, and now, since I'm mentioning this, I want to share something with you. My old self, when I attempted to pray or ask for something, I was in the form of limitation. I was in the form of poverty. Oh God, please help me. Things like that. Oh God, take this away from me. I was asking for something that I really knew I wasn't going to be receiving. So really, I'm talking to a God, or the God, that I couldn't see. I couldn't feel. And I didn't really believe in. As a result, I was asking for something out of not believing that I was going to receive it. Oh God, please change my life. Take this away and give me that. To really know that what you are being given is going to arrive, is to really, really, really believe that it is possible. So when I ask, it's not even asking. It's a sentence, and I'm not saying a demand. It is just a sentence. Heal me. Heal me. There's a difference when we are talking like, oh, God, heal me. Can you hear the difference in my voice? Take this away. You know, we're complaining about what we're going through, for one. So I try not to really require of so much out of my journey from God. Because I want to teach myself how to do something, how to truly live. To truly live is to have a great experience about it. And I was actually going to make a separate video about this, but you know, there's knowledge, and then there's divine knowledge. There's knowledge that you can read out of a book that someone else wrote, handed you. And then there's the knowledge that is read, quite possibly, or given and experienced. Both have value. But what is going to be remembered the most? The one you read from a book, or the one you actually experienced? You know, so for myself, I believe that when we can read something and make that emotional connection, we can better change our life. I know for myself, especially early on in my process of awakening, I was reading and reading and reading, and I was like, oh, wow. And it's still creating a spark in me. It's still getting that interest. But I was still like, ugh, it doesn't really make sense because I don't know how to go about this. Yet there was always, of course, that pull towards it, because anything that makes sense to you is going to create an internal desire to learn more, to be more, to have more. In the purest form of desire, not desire in the form that is going to suppress you. So when we can be able to read or even listen to someone's experience, like for me, example, if you guys are listening to my experience and you connect it to your experience, because now you have a deeper understanding, you're locking it in, where now you're not feeling alone. You're not wondering any longer. It all makes sense. There's that connection And now you can move with it a little bit more. And it will begin to grow and grow. And it will bring you the type of life that you're seeking. So I was guided early on in my process to raising the chrism. And if you are not on Patreon, I am currently starting my Sacred Secretion Masterclass, and it is very slow, of course, as a result of me healing this week in connection with it all in the recent upgrades. So it's going, it's going. So please, if you're interested and you end up connecting on Patreon, just have patience with me. Give me some time to get to 100%, and things will fall into place. When I was guided to the video of it, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is the Bible in human form. Something began to move within me. I didn't understand how I was going to get there. Nothing made sense for me. And I tried my hardest to keep what I was hearing. And I did a little bit of research. And I tried my hardest to keep what I was reading about in my mind. Of course, early on in my process, my brain wasn't functioning properly. So it was in and out, really. But I got to a point early on in my process that I was flooding my brain with so much information, as much as I could take in. I bought, downloaded, found PDFs, and was just reading and reading. And I was like, well, what is the purpose of all this stuff if I have no idea what to do with it? I just kind of stopped reading then for a little bit. And I only focused on my experiences and did some more research about that. Focused on my daily life. I did some more research about that. I began receiving messages, and I did research about that. And then each time, something would make a connection to what I read. I remember something about that. Let me go find it. And then I could fill in the blanks. And now my voice is getting a little in and out of here, so I am pausing as much as I can to drink. If it gets to the point that I can't speak any longer, that I lose, that I need to stop, I will do so. I am really trying my hardest to not say certain words. And so the point of me talking like this today, telling you some more of my story, is to tell you to focus on your own journey. And I say that a lot. Don't worry about taking in information, because the information that you're taking in is useless unless you absolutely know what you're doing with it. And so now I'm going to hurry up and get to the point of this video before my voice really gets weird on me here. So now that things are coming together, clicking and uniting, I'm going to try and make this explain to you what the orb is as best as I can, because it's changing. It's always changing, or it changes. So I mentioned in August, I believe during the Lionsgate portal, that this orb appeared in my eye. And this is something that I've never heard anyone else say, of course. Whew. Sorry, I pushed pause there. Again, I apologize if I lose my train of thought. Please forgive me. So in August, it appeared out of nowhere. And I don't know if that was the precise time when God was guiding me back. And I believe it is. So even then, when God was guiding me back to rewatching the Sacred Secretion video, I was still in that, I don't really know, kind of understanding, because I wasn't really, although I'm going on this journey, I have been doing this for it to take place precisely. There's a whole lot of misinformation, okay? I hope that makes sense. So I ended up receiving one orb in August. And I think it was at the top of my eye, top right corner of my right eye. It took the descension path at an angle. I mention angle because an angle is not straight. It is not taking the straight path yet. Not standing tall. And so it came down, went up, came down, went up, came down, went back up, all at an angle. Came back down. Let me see if I counted that right. On the 7th journey back down, it lingered here. It's been lingering. And I've missed something here. I forgot to mention that as it came back down. I'm sorry, let me start over. It appeared, it came down, went back up, it descended again, created a double orb, the infinity sign, on its way back up, came back down, descended again, stayed that way. It ascended one more time, came back down, and began to transform again. Where it now has been lingering. 3 orbs. When you look at an atom, atom, an atom will also split. On the first day of creation, God created one circle. And then he thought it was beautiful, and he kept creating. And of course, this is the flower of life. Now, when we, and you have to bear with me here, I am looking through my notes here. And I'm going to kind of just, for sake of time today, give you the condensed version as a result of my voice today. And I'm going to try to do it without crying. I don't know why I get to witness this miracle in my eye of creation. Because that's what's happening. I am witnessing my own rebirth in my eye. And I know that sounds crazy. Totally insane. But I love it. The things that are insane, I have always found some sort of resonance with. So as I have this orb now, and it reflects different colors, depending on what I'm looking at, the colors of the rainbow. And depending on my mood, it's reflecting color. It also dances. It's as if you look into a microscope and you can see within a molecule, you can see every cell, there's things just moving about everywhere. And so I began seeing, I think maybe last month or so, I don't know, towards the bottom orb that is closest to my people, there was another tiny speck that had penetrated or made its way on the inner circle of that third orb, or the bottom orb. A seed had been planted. Now I think I've mentioned that in a couple of my videos that the seed is birthing. We have a seed can be birthed within our solar plexus. A seed will be birthed within our high heart. A seed will be birthed within our pineal and pituitary gland connection. The three atoms. And the anticorona. Again, here we are, the anticorona helps connect the spiritual bodies, helps connect each of those atoms together into one. Yesterday, I began to feel a little, I was able to get up a little bit, and I decided to go stand on my front porch and get some sun. And I looked towards the sun. If you are sun gazing, of course, you can wear a hat, some shades, or learn to learn to look at the sun without looking at the sun. You don't want to burn your retinas. And when I did that, you just slightly look. You can even do it with your eyes closed. When you look at the sun and then you look away, you will be able to see light codes within your eyes. You can have shapes, you can have lines, numbers, symbols, all kinds of things that you never knew were there. The light reveals what's in the dark. And so if you ever are interested in that, and it also works with the light in your house, so you don't have to just go outside, but that's something that I discovered early on in my process and thought was pretty amazing, prior to me knowing what light codes were, of course. So what did I see yesterday? That little tiny seed is now an embryo. It was in the shape of an embryo. And the reason why I'm telling you this today is, of course, what is taking place here this month in relationship to the planets and things connecting. We have 7 chakras. We have 7 major initiations to go through prior to ascension. We have our 7 spiritual bodies, including our physical form. And all of this is connected. We have 7 planets, 7 days of the week. And it's all connected. When you work through your physical form and healing your body of all your traumas, your limitations, your fears, and you begin to choose love, implement faith, and trust in your process, not having any judgment of yourself or others, you will work through your mental body and your emotional bodies. And when those layers of your bodies are all healed, you are ready. So I am going to end this video today here as a result of my voice today. And I will hopefully be able to make a follow-up video tomorrow in relationship to the orb, the seed, the atom, the days of creation that I am witnessing within my eye, and fill you a little more in to what actually takes place. And if you are not on Patreon, please consider it and become a member of my community. It's a very, very small, but it is full of love. This is Christy. Much love, health, and a healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.